Alrighty, folks, welcome into It's the Law. We're joined by our legal analyst, attorney Jay Davis from James W. Davis and Associates. Jay, appreciate you coming on.
Always good to be here, Michael.
The topic of discussion, we've been covering this all week, is the indictment against the former chair of the Macon-Bibb Industrial Authority, Clifford Whitby, accused of bribing former school superintendent Romain Dallemand. On the legal side of
just the gift that keeps on giving.
Dallemand, the gift that keeps on giving. Man, I wasn't here during that era, but so much corruption and scandal there. The legal question is, what does it take to prove that Whitby was in fact bribing Dallemand? I know they had a middleman in there as well.
Okay, well, it's criminal charges, so everything is going to be beyond a reasonable doubt. So you can't just have suspicion of something. You've got to come in with some evidence that it took place. So bribery actually consists of offering something of value. We heard a lot about it in the Trump and the little scandals that are going on there with the Russian coming over and making some sort of offer of some information and that type of stuff. So bribery is the offering of something of value in exchange for a government official
to do something.
Doing something that you'd like them to do, or not doing something that might be entailed in their job. And it doesn't matter if they would do it anyway or if they would refrain from doing it anyway. It matters that it's some sort of an influence on whether or not they do or don't. It has the perception of that.
On the defense side of this, it doesn't, I mean, it's not my position to say, I'm a reporter, but it doesn't look good for Whitby because there's so much out there. The prosecution knows the money amounts. Allegedly, Dallemand is cooperating with investigators on this. If you're Whitby's defense, Jay, this is your alley, man. What can you do here?
Well, first of all, the case always looks good when you see it from the prosecution side. Every defense case starts that way. So you've got to look at it and then start seeing what's going on. Now, if you see a gift, well, right now it looks like $400 and something thousand. There are things that don't fall under the bribery. There are business transactions. They're not prohibited from doing other types of business transactions. So you look, do they have some other business transaction? Is there a defense? What would be the perception? Why would somebody give such large sums of money in this case? Now with Dallemand, automatically you're going to have a suspicion. So you got to figure out. You got to figure out here. You do have some sort of a defense here because you've got somebody on the board of an organization that's designed to help the community, to better the schools, to do all those things. And it could be that there was some sort of quid pro quo that sort of allowed some other negotiation to go through. And so the question is going to be, what was it? Can you find that? And can you find the direct link? Is there the direct link from Whitby to Dallemand?
Okay, we'll continue to follow it. That's good stuff right there. If you want your question answered, Jay Davis can answer it. You can send us an email. It's thelaw@41nbc.com. Appreciate you coming on, Jay.
Good to be here.
Let's toss things back to the desk with our Chief Meteorologist, Cecilia Reeves. Cecilia.